Welcome to today's video. As a recording of this, today is Monday, October 28th, 2024. I am sporting my new AtGames t-shirt that my good friend Biggie D's Arcade picked up for me at the Pinball Expo last weekend in Chicago as of recording of this. And we're trying something new. This is a new series that I plan on doing once, maybe 2 times a week. Just depends. I'll commit to once. Not sure if it's going to be early in the week, in the middle, or at the end of the week. This first series, call it the pilot episode, is early in the week. Today's Monday. We're going to test out 3 games, and these are the first 3 pinball packs that I have downloaded to my Star Trek ALP, starting off with Garfield, The Thing, and Attack from Mars. We'll go through a couple of games, and we'll check them out. Instead of doing a live stream, I just want to kind of do this front with making a video for the morning upload. So it was crucial to me on how I kind of thought of this. Instead of me deciding right now, it's probably 7:30 at night, doing a live stream, I wanted to record this and have it up in the morning, because I think as far as the channel, that's most importantly to me is getting the morning upload. So that's why I wanted to kind of do this, see how it goes. There will be live streams. I'm not sure how to factor all of this in with the Saturday night streams. So nonetheless, we're going to check out my first 3 downloads on the Star Trek ALP. Now I have turned off the topper. I'm trying to get any glare that I can remove. Now the back box is on. You can see we're leaving the back box on. Now I know there's something that actually my buddy Tim over at Arcade Talk just did for no glare. Might look into that. I gotta kind of figure this out. Everything's just kind of happening really fast with the ALP, and I'm just getting used to everything, but you can kind of see. So if it's going to get dark like that, you can see a little bit of the glare. I think it helps that I have turned off the topper. But we're going to start off with Garfield, play a couple of games. Now I have the sound completely off. Let me just kind of position this a little bit better. Might change camera views down the road, but for tonight, our first video on gameplay, we're going to go for this wide look. Maybe we'll go from the side at some point. Now I've turned off the SSF kit also. I think there'll be streams down the road, videos that will have the kit on. But for the most part, we're going to check out the leg. We're going to really examine to see how good with these updates Garfield's playing. And I've probably played Garfield more than any other, and I haven't had this for that long, more than any other packs, and I haven't noticed anything. During the review, I noticed a little bit on some of the Star Trek games, and also, you know, the review was probably 24, 25 minutes. I mean, we can only catch so much in that time, and then that's another thing for the videos is there's so many games, and I think that's the whole reason on getting the ALP. It's, you know, deciding on the skin first of all, but then there's so many packs. I mean, that's what it's all about, playing all these games, and that's why I wanted to get in on this and get an ALP to play the games. By the way, that plunger is so smooth. There were a couple of things in the review that I had to take out of the video. Some of the sounds, some of the movie quotes, the music, ran into some issues on that. So I think doing a video once a week, I mean, that was my intent all along. I just wasn't sure if I was going to do a video or do live streams. Trying to save the live streams for like online games where we can all jump in. And stuff like this, I'm going to kind of stick to just doing a video. So far, I am not noticing any lag. Pretty responsive on the flippers. Now, maybe a hardcore pinball player, I would call myself a recreational pinball player, along with, you know, on the arcades, any gamer, pretty recreational. I'm not really going to notice a lot of things out of the ordinary, but for right now, I'm not seeing anything. It looks good. It's playing quick. Not really a delay here. It's different without the sound. you might have a little bit better of an idea where your ball is. But for the most part, yeah, this is pretty good for $5. And I want to thank my buddy Carlo. Actually got me this game to check it out, and I'm loving it. It's the first game that I downloaded, and that's why I ended the walk and talk with this video on it the other day. And by the way, on the leaderboards, my buddy Half a Dozen is #1 on Garfield. And just the colors on this table, it's unbelievable. I was waiting for that ball to show up. So you got the coffee up on the top. Now I heard that somebody had mentioned this is a different Garfield than, is it FX Pinball? Is that, am I saying that right? So I'm not sure what that other version of Garfield is. This is the only version I've ever played that I'm aware of. Now, if you hear that vague sound, it does make a little bit of a sound without, you know, the flippers, the actual sounds of the game. You can hear a little bit of the insides operating, but not much. Yeah, Garfield's just going crazy over there. See if they give us another ball here. That might be it. Game over. Okay, how did we do? Reached 9,182,157 points. So not bad. You know, it's going to take a little bit of practice. I guess we put our name in here. So once you put it in a couple of times, I don't have to go through the entire motion. PDX. There is no 7. We'll see the leaderboards. So 6, my buddy Half a Dozen is #1, and right under him is Old School, E-Dog 11, Zach Roth, and hey, my buddy Chaotic BPR. Nice. Let me examine this for a second. I mean, you can just see all of the high scores here. It is so cool. Now, I don't think I've done, let me kind of zoom in on this. I haven't done, you can see Half a Dozen. So if I was in the top, you know, if you'd see me, it'd be PDX. Like if I played long enough, if I could catch up to these gentlemen. But I haven't gone the extra mile into actually entering my full name. So I'll have to go into settings and take care of that. I just kind of noticed that you know, you're seeing that Half a Dozen. So he obviously went in there and entered a lot more. I do like to call him 6 for short, but look at that back glass. It is just so impressive. Currently I have 20 games and the thing is 18 out of 20. Now when I downloaded this, there was to validate my age. So just throwing that out there, I'm sure some of these games like Chucky, the thing, you're gonna have to enter your date of birth. From what I understand, I haven't heard this with the volume on yet. I've just kind of played it, not only in the dark, but you know, with no sound, completely silent. There are some, maybe some profanity, some of that stuff. So just throwing that out there, there's not going to be any of that on this video, but we'll get plenty of gameplay. It's a lot darker of a playing field. Garfield was a lot easier to see, but I'm sure, you know, the thing, I mean, they're going for the look. Yeah, pretty cool. Some of the effects on here. Must be going through a whole reenactment on the table. I didn't know where that ball was. You can see the font there for the thing. Looks like some blood on the bottom. By some drums tipped over. kind of concentrating a little bit. My thing is I hit both the flippers because what usually happens is I miss. If I go for the left or the right and it just goes right in between, so I kind of hit it back and forth to keep it going. Gotta get used to playing a lot of pinball. You know, it's been a lot of beat 'em ups lately. Gonna start doing some a little bit more sports streams. Like I think we're gonna start with NBA Jam. I kind of hinted that once November hit, we go back to some sports games now that the NBA season had started. But yeah, just getting used to playing some pinball. See if it gives us another ball here. Now, as of recording of this video, there is a new pack coming out tomorrow, Tuesday, the 29th, and or maybe just some features on it. Excited to see that. Heard some rumblings of what those games could be, so pretty exciting. If it's what I think it is, I'm really looking forward to playing that. So this is really tough. So it got really, here we go, got really dark. And you can't see, it comes so quick. I do like how it completely got dark for this stage. So when, you know, you hit something or it lights up, like, I mean, it's really, really noticeable. You can just imagine what sounds are actually happening with this. Pretty much everybody I have talked to or chatted with absolutely loves this game. Let's see, it got a little bit brighter. Game over. So how did we finish out? It's like 4,988,415 points. And I have not put a score in here yet, so actually going the other way. Takes some getting used to. The left goes backwards, the right flipper goes forward. And a shot of the back glass, and we'll blow it up. And here are the top 10 scores. So the more you play, we look at hat at 237,545,633. What a score. So we just got a little over 4 million. So yeah, we have some catching up to do. Plus, I have a bunch of packs that I have to pick up yet. I love this. You know, let me back this up just for a second. With the top rough, now I've stated this, that, you know, it doesn't really matter what skin you have. You can hardly see the Star Trek up here. You see the two Federation logos. Actually, it shows up a little bit better on the camera. It's kind of picking up that reflection. There's no other lights on in this room. Like everything you're seeing in the Street Fighter 2 cabinet completely illuminated from the table, the back glass. You're not gonna see this skin. Plus, I have turned off the topper, so the topper is not on. There's a switch on the back. It's got two different settings, bright and very bright. Completely turned them off, so we're just completely lost in whatever pinball we're playing. And we'll finish up with Attack from Mars, my last download that I did out of the three, and a little shot of the back glass. See some of the high scores here. And of course that iconic look. Love it. And you can see that Bally logo at the top right. It's just like this, having this TV up here where everything's changing, and no matter what we go, if I go to the right here, I mean, it's always going to change whatever pinball pack is showing. It's really cool. Kind of a little better look here, going backwards. It's awesome. So, I mean, with all the lights off, you actually trick yourself that, you know, yeah, we're playing a dedicated Star Trek. We really are. but that's what you believe when you see these. It's so clean, isn't it? Man, that logo. I mean, this is just, imagine having the Attack from Mars pinball. And I kind of debated, do I go with that one? There's just so much nostalgia with Star Trek with me, but Attack from Mars, probably the most realistic of all the ALPs, true artwork. And I mean, kind of makes me wish that, if I get another one, gosh, it might be Attack from Mars. You can see the rules here, the 50 cents, the $2 plays. It's so realistic. It's awesome. Of course, yeah, getting a second ALP, I mean, I know it might be a little wishful thinking, but man, what a cool looking table to have. A little bit of glare here, but I guess I could put a towel or something over the back glass, or do what Arcade Talk and cover that with the absolute no glare. Maybe position my camera in a different spot next time. I did notice that when I was playing this. By the way, there was like no lag. I didn't notice anything slow in the thing. It seems like this is a lot faster. I mean, that ball really comes back quick at you. Also, the size of it it's maybe I'm used to playing other digital pinballs, but the ball is a lot bigger. This might be a 2-rounder. Haven't really started off that great in here. Kind of a tough one for me. Was playing this a little bit the other night. A big shout out to my buddy Carlo for getting me this pinball pack too. So Carl got me my first 3 pinball packs, and we're gonna play one more. I think it's just gonna knock us out for that. Still getting used to Attack from Mars. You can see the oops, you can't really see that in the shot. The options here. So hitting that play button gets us right back into another round. The ball shows up there. I'm just trying to get you a shot of the entire playing field. So just kind of positioning the camera right there. You can see that sergeant right here going, let's go. I just won't comment on that one. That was pretty weak. Oh no, right down the middle. You see these rockets on the bottom. Sorry, my cat Loki just bumped right into me. Kind of covering everything. So I guess if I ever can catch on here and get good, maybe they activate in a little bit. I'll leave the full screen on here. My cat Loki is right behind me on my golden axe cabinet, and she's standing on the control deck and nudging me. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not noticing any lag. It's just it's all operator error on this as far as you're seeing. It did a couple updates when I fired this up for the first time. I want to say it was 2 or 3 updates right off the bat before I even got into any gameplay. Still learning a lot, a lot about finding my way and all the settings options. But as far as downloading right to the table, I can put a code in. I can buy right from the store on here. I don't have to do anything. Kind of stated that in the review that I don't need a computer. I can just do everything. I did register via email, and then everything else, yeah, I could do it right on the table here. This game takes some practice. It's letting me save my score again. We'll get out, take a look at the leaderboards. Well, at least local, I'm, of course there's no other competition here. You can see on the top there where the glare is, but online leaders, yeah, Sam, CPJ, Dad, JMA, and Map are your top 5. Well, I'm still learning my way around. I wanted to do a video on the first 3 pinball packs and kind of give a little spoiler on the next go around. I'll leave you with 1 game for sure that we'll play the next time. Now maybe later on in this week or early next week, depending on when I decide to get the new pinball pack, if it does indeed come out, if it's available near the weekend, and of course a game that I have been waiting a very long time to play. I did turn the topper on so you can kind of see what I'm saying. If I take it off, we won't see that, but if it's a really bright screen, you probably don't notice it. I just put in a new code for a new pack. So this is my number 4, and just we'll kind of leave with kind of a bonus. Didn't really know if I was gonna be playing this, but the fact that I got it, I'm really excited to test it out. But first we have to, actually I gotta go to the App Store and we gotta find it. So you can buy any of these. And once you see a blue, so this one's a green check mark. When you see a blue check mark, that is the newest, new or blue arrow. So yes, we are going to play one quick game. Kind of we'll leave with Star Trek: The Next Generation. This is one that I've just been waiting a long time to play. What are we waiting for here? Let's get this right onto our storage. And it's filling up. We'll see how much available space. It just kind of prompted up there. This is really quick. I mean, literally 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Install is complete, that quick. Now I am hardwired right to my router, and I'm using my diagonal here, going back up to my table. So now we are at 21 total. Came with, I believe it was, I think 17. Yeah, so I have 4 packs. 17 came with the ALP, and now we have the Next Generation. Let's play it. I've only played this once, on maybe 2 times on the real pinball, and from what I'm seeing, it looks just like what I remembered. And I might need a little bit of practice on here. Look at the back glass. Hold on a second. I mean, look at this. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I like, forget what I said before. Like, you can trick your mind, but just imagine if we really got a dedicated Next Generation skin, like at Wharf. Man, that is the Williams up there. That is awesome. Get number 1 Riker. All right, we'll get back to the game. I had to point that out. That was, what a sight. I mean, it's just right in front of me. And of course, yeah, I did. I turned that top around. I mean, we have to. It's Star Trek. All right. Having too much fun moving stuff around. Here we go. This time it's for real. It's kind of doing its own thing here. I haven't hit it yet. When I pull the plunger, it feels like there's just a second. I don't know, maybe a tenth of a second I did notice that with Deep Space Nine. It seemed quicker with the other packs. Look at the shuttlecraft up there. Seemed different with the other packs we were playing. You know, a lot of activity on this left side. So we keep hitting it in the same spot. Try to move it. Yeah, I can see myself playing a lot of the next generation. You kind of tilt it there, you can see. I did that so many times that my flippers don't work, so they kind of punish you for that. Like I couldn't move I still can't move the flippers. Yeah, it wouldn't let me. I learned my lesson. I know, like apparently I didn't. That when you do that too much, the flippers don't work. So trying to figure out the rules here. I don't really know how it works, but I know they punish you. They penalize you for that. So entered our first high score in Star Trek. You can see the next generation right there. This is what it's all about. Look at this. I mean, just for a second, free play, push start. You feel like you actually have Star Trek The Next Generation. Absolutely incredible. I want to thank everybody for watching. Got a lot of AtGames to play, a lot of pinball. I have to practice, but the cool thing is we do it together. I'll see you guys next time.